Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Imam Buhari bin Sadawi. Today, I and my teammate will be present about our case study for digital multimedia courses. For the application we will present is about Mimo Learn Coding and Programming application. Mimo is an top 10 application for education in Google Play Store. This app also gives user experience to learn coding and programming the easy way. Mimo provides learning for programming language which can develop and make us to be a web developer and programmer. This app also includes exercises that based on typing, reading and make choices for understand the syntax and concept of the program. This application is created by Mimo GmbH, which is diverse group of teachers, engineers, strategists and designers that master coding and programming. Mimo also is ready to help users to able construct and develop a web and programming that based on programming language like Python, JavaScript, SQL and HTML then can make you be a programmer, either web developer. For our purpose and objective of the case study. We will start with the purpose. For our purpose in this case study, we will identify the application can provide ease to the user in terms of application use. Application interface, user experience and content while being used. Our objective is find out of the effectiveness of this application in the target of application user, content and elements of multimedia that provided in this application.
Okay, so I'm going to explain about target groups regarding our Mimo application. So target group for a Mimo application will be boys and girls who in range 16 to 30 years old due to their interest for programming language such as C++, Java, Python and others. Apart from it, they also able to gain more knowledge regarding programming language, which will be good startup for their coding skill section, and from it they able to see the concept in this modern world based on the technology. Furthermore, they also can learn their basic level and improve their coding skill and move on to be good programmer, which also helps solve so many coding problems. Mimo application an important role for a programmer, so they able to conduct a system more smooth style and able to save up the time taken of remember back the basics. Mimo can be used at any point of time, and this helps programmer the time taken of their personal things, and also Mimo is easy to use by phone.
Next, we will go to the application content. This application content that user can learn syntax and concept of programming using spaced repetition. Mimo offer 5 courses to be learned. Every courses have their own subtopic to be learned. This app uses freemium model with more than 400,000 registered users. The user will be asked the purpose start to learn programming, user application status and about their level of knowledge. The application ensure the user can start learn with basic programming concept, and this application provided that user can start their first lesson with click the start button only. This is diagram for the interface for the question they will be asked in the first time login. And this application is content for the exercise for SQL, which is in this diagram for the example, and the exercise for HTML in this diagram. Mimo also provide the exercise for JavaScript and exercise for Python. This application can be a reference to the user before the question will be asked. And then application is content 2 to 15 questions in 2 level stage. This app will be provided with 6 and 16 module for the user. This app it will take the user to the next question while the user give wrong answer. The user can make choices to skip or try again. And this application provide a daily reminder to the user to use the application daily and at like classes. User can set up notification for reminder for the time user want, like 30 minutes in daily or 2 days in weekly. and then users can set the reminder and send your the app will be send you notification for remind you to using the app.
For the next slide is multimedia elements. Application has many multimedia element use. Found in this application are text, graphics, and animation. Also help user to understand how to use the application properly. So for the first picture is text, second graphic, and third is animation.
Okay, as for the level of interactive and menu option availability, I mentioned about few levels. So first of all, the level of interactive and menu ability available in a system or application can vary depending on the specific platform, software, or content. However, I can provide you with the general overview, typical levels of interactive and menu option you might encounter in the various digital environments. So as for the level 1, I decided to do Mimo main menu indicates about the pathway to the subtopic regarding a topic, and also shows about the life of a user who can play depends on it. The main menu shows about the coins, the above there, coins that get gathered throughout the game, and interactive activities. Sorry, about the scores, how many they score in the each type of the questions, everything, and then in the leaderboard section, and option to community, which are for the communication. Right below there, there's a community section for about them, and lastly regarding about profile section about user basic information, and all of section under the below area below there. And the setting is one of the navigator to other topics such as HTML basics, CSS basics, and others. So this is the pictures of it. And as for the level 2, which is also known as a medium, will be Mimo also allows an user to click on a specific areas of the application to access information or trigger action, which is very useful for a new user, new guy, new person for the application, for following to adapt the following application. Mimo is more mainly allows an user to offer choices to determine the outcome or navigate through different answers which an user given, and shows the actual correct answer and alternative answers. Mimo F Mimo F given interesting questions of quizzes or assessment to test the user knowledge and develop their critical thinking skill. As for the last or not least, level 3, which is also known as advanced and complex, Mimo provides good level of knowledge of users, which helps them to gain their coding skill in the programming language that they wanted. Mimo also teach the importance and includes the transaction to make the application more fun of time. The learner more active involved in learning also gets to practice what is learned. And that's all for level of interactive. Thank you.
Lastly, to our conclusion, first, programming language learning in this era of globalization is not only limited to teaching face-to-face between lecturer and student. Students need to be more creative to learn something with ease of access just at the tip of the finger. Such a thing, it really makes a big difference if compared to the era 16 or 20 years ago, when students had to work harder get the information. Programming language mastery is one of main element to the future day after tomorrow. Based on what has been discussed, the researcher can state that the objective that have been presented have been successfully achieved. And lastly, it is hoped that this paper can provide a knowledge that is beneficial to the community. That's all from we, and thank you so much.